Hello YouTube. Today we got a really cool knife from Zero Tolerance. So you might remember Zero Tolerance came out with the 0454. It's a Dmitry Sinkovich design. And this was a really limited number run. So they came out with this, and then they kind of came out with a 0452 carbon fiber, which is the the knife that's going to be produced in much larger quantities and everyone else will be able to get their hands on. So it's supposed to very closely mirror the 0454. But now they have a 0450. And this little knife is pretty badass. So it's a real light flipper, good EDC size. Titanium frame, KVT ball bearing system. I mean, it's a really nice knife. And not only that, if you take a look at just the aesthetics of it, it's got a nice kind of stonewash look to the flat portion of the blade. It's also stonewash titanium handles, kind of like a mirror polished on the pivot. Real nice drop point design. One of the cool things about this knife is for its size, you really get a lot of blade. It's a 3 1/4 inch blade. I think the handle size is 4.1 inches. And this knife is under, I want to say, yeah, it's 2.9 ounces. So it's real light. Really nicely designed knife from Zero Tolerance. The fit and finish on it is really good. The centering came excellent out of box. Lockup. No side to side or up and down, very solid. Street price on this knife is around $160, so very reasonably priced, very high quality knife. So you kind of got this finger choil here, which gives you real nice contour, fits the hand really nice. I probably have medium-sized hands, and I can get the 3 bottom fingers in this larger portion here. But if you have larger hands, or if sometimes when I try and choke up on it a little bit, my pinky will rest on this portion right here. But since it's a very smooth surface, it doesn't feel sharp, it doesn't hurt any. So the ergonomics on this knife are really good. It's a very great, very great flipper. I mean, this thing it's probably one of the best flippers I have, if not the best. I mean, I don't think I've had a half deployment once with this knife. The flipper tab here, it has some jimping on it, so you get a pretty good bite. One of the complaints about the 0452 that I've seen is when people go to deploy it, they end up putting pressure on the frame lock portion here. So what it is that ball that provides the detent, there's a hole that's milled out into the blade, and that ball drops into the blade to provide the detent. So what happens is people end up pushing on this frame lock, so then it makes it really hard to deploy the knife. But with this smaller knife, just because the way the pocket clip kind of provides a surface cover for most of the knife, I don't think you're going to have that problem. I haven't had that problem once with this knife. So like maybe if you're left-handed, I could see that, because you might put some pressure right there. But with right-handed, I mean, granted, everyone's experience will differ a little, but with my hand placement, I've never had the problem of putting the pressure on the lock bar once. And this knife just rockets out. I mean, it is lightning fast. And the KVT ball bearing system is super smooth. I mean, this is one of those knives that's just fun to play with. So it's so smooth, when I push it down, what it was doing there was bouncing back up. Real nice backspacer. The red there kind of just gives the knife that extra little pop. Because it's kind of got a real sleek gentleman's EDC look to it going on. But then those red backspacers just give it that nice little pizzazz that it needs. The markings, I kind of like it. You know, they kind of have this 0 tolerance marking edged into the frame right there. But the show side of the blade is clean, no markings. Then on the back side, you got your markings, 0450, Sinkovich, S35VN, USA made, and the serial number. And it's all right there in that small area. So, you know, there's not markings all over the blade. Then obviously a ZT branded pocket clip. One thing to note, so it does have a steel insert in the frame lock, so you're not going to get that wear. But the cool thing about this insert is it also acts as an over travel stop. Let me see if I can get that in there. So it's actually oversized, so it stops it from over traveling, so you're not going to, you know, bend the lock out too far. But man, this knife, I'm really happy with the purchase on this knife. It's definitely going to be a keeper, great EDC, just for some size comparisons. Got the 940 Osborne up top, Benchmade Mini Griptilian, small Sabenza 21. Size-wise, it's actually very comparable to the 940. So if you like the 940 but you want a flipper, this is a great alternative for you. Or if you wanted a titanium framed Sabenza but you don't have $400, you know, it's definitely an attractive piece of hardware. So yeah, I'm really digging this 450. The pocket clip, it's not deep carry. Well, it's not a deep carry styled pocket clip. It's still a fairly deep carry pocket carry though. But it does give you that, you know, about that much sticking up. But you know, it's good, you know, if you need to just have a little bit to grab the knife with it. It does give you a good bit to grab. The jimping it's okay. I think they could have maybe put a little bit more aggressive jimping, because if you push down, you do get some resistance, but not as much as I would like. But it's okay. It's not bad. But I think with the ergonomics of the knife, you don't need jimping, but with the decent sized blade that you get, if you wanted to kind of hike up on the blade to get some extra control, it's nice that they have okay jimping. Yeah, so this is, I don't know if you can tell, I'm really digging this knife. It's one of those knives it's fun to play, it's practical, it works. It came very sharp out of box. Let me see if I can give it a nice little cutting test. So yeah, as you can tell, a little harder to do this with a camera right in front of you, but yeah, no issues with the blade sharpness. And I will be doing a review on its bigger brother a little later, and I'll probably do just a blade porn on this one right here. Beautiful knife here. All these knives, they really rock it. I mean, the 454, just for its size, it just flies out. But yeah, it's kind of becoming more of a unicorn now. So, but anyways, yeah, this is the just a quick overview of the Zero Tolerance 0450. Awesome little EDC knife. Highly recommend it. Thank you for watching. Bye.